I've had so much stuff happen within the past month. So I want to do a little cook and Q&A. I just ate 2 cookies that I baked last night and it's like not nutritional. So let's try to make some actual food. These them last night. They're like the vegan cookie brand. They're so good.
And I did the opposite. That's how it feel when you play your games. And I'm hoping God to be it that you. Don't go crazy looking back. We done ended all bad. All the things that we might be.
Cheers, bitches. Okay, let's get into the video. While I'm cutting my strawberries, I think I'm going to make like a berry oatmeal. But let me change of plans. I'm gonna make strawberry pancakes. Okay, so first question that I got is, what do I work as? So I feel like a lot of people don't know, but I'm a fashion student in New York. I studied design and management. This summer, doing about this much. Over the summer, I got an internship at Rock Nation. Ooh, I don't even think that I can. Working in the music industry, I cannot say because they made me sign confidentiality, like it was one of those places. But I got a lot of questions on how I got my internship. This my LinkedIn. I found the job. Like, this isn't a 9 to 5. Like, I go home and I'm still working. Home, I clock out. They're home and they still work. Not the vibe. We got the batter. But yeah, it was super fun and I learned a lot. What I do, what was my job title? Music brand partnerships. In terms of the label, I found brands that would go together and I would find ways for like the brands and the artists to work together. So like, for example, Lil Nas X, and he just did a brand collab with like M&M's, I think. Creative brands that would want to work with artists that were signed. And it was so fun. I loved it so much. I worked on like a lot of cool ass projects. I wish I could say the amount of things that I worked on over the summer, but I can't. But it was super fun. I definitely recommend anybody who wants to get into the music industry, start, like, don't be scared. Like, if it doesn't respond, send another email. Like, follow up with people, I think, is the biggest thing. If you're scared, like, putting yourself out there is always the way to go. Who are my style inspos? I am like obsessed 90s, early 2000s stuff, but I also really love to streetwear lately. And if you're a Pinterest girly, Lori Harvey, I've been so, every time I go on Pinterest, I'm like, Lori Harvey streetwear, and her stuff is so sick. Other major style inspos that I have, I'll insert some photos, like all right here. Also, like, I take hella inspiration from like TV shows. So like Girlfriends, I'm a big fan. Unpopular opinion, everybody goes crazy over Bella Hadid's like outfits, and her stuff is literally just things that I've seen from the 90s and 2000s. I don't want to sound like a hater, but unpopular opinion. Anyways, those are my style inspos. Basically, July 1st, I'm walking a little I'm walking to Whole Foods, getting my groceries. This dude bumps into me. And I don't think anything of it. Like, he's like, oh, sorry. I'm like, no, you're good. I'm holding like hella groceries in my hand. I have like 2 on each hand. So I'm like, you're fine. Like, I didn't even say anything. I was just like, you're good. I don't think anything of it. I come home, I'm packing my groceries, go in my pocket to get my wallet. I'm like, my wallet is not in my pocket. Oh snap, like damn, maybe I dropped it on the road, Your girl did not drop her wallet. I get an alert on my phone and it goes like, fraud activation, somebody try to use your card at a deli. I'm like, ain't no way. I call the deli that they give me that somebody try to use. I call the deli, I'm like, yo, like, describe the person that just try to like use my card, like did somebody just try to buy something? He goes, yeah, they just declined it because of fraud. And I'm like, okay, like what did the man look like? What was he wearing? Because he says it's a dude. I don't discriminate. It could have been a girl. But he describes what the man is wearing. It's the same man that bumped into me when I was getting my groceries. I was like, yo, I literally just got pickpocketed. Little pancake looking good. One down. I'm gonna make one more. Now, if you're living in New York, it's gonna happen to you. Like something crazy is gonna happen to you. But I was just not expecting that. You know what? Like nobody ever expects to get pickpocketed. So I'm just gonna like get a new ID, all this other stuff. It's something so special about moving to a new city, entering like your early 20s. I first got my apartment when I was 18 and I moved in by myself, just like insane. Why is this pancake not pancaking? It's not doing what it's supposed to. Always watch your, tip number one of living in New York is what I've learned from living there for a year. Never, always watch your surroundings. Always watch your surroundings. And if a motherfucker bumps into you, make sure you have all your stuff. Honestly, I'm really grateful that that's the craziest thing that's happened to me since moving to New York. So many TikToks of girls being like, I just got spit on in the middle of the subway. And I'm like, damn, like if somebody spit on me, I really wouldn't know what to do. Like, I don't think I would come out my house for a week, and that's no joke. I am a literal germaphobe. I don't even like if somebody like sneezes behind me and I can like hear it. So for somebody to spit on me and actually have it land on me is crazy. I always feel like my first pancakes come out better. This one is so ass. Next question I got was how old am I? 19. I feel like when I started out my YouTube channel, it was just kind of like, oh, like I want to film and I want to vlog my life without really thinking about producing myself. But I'm 19. I'm an Aquarius. Ta-da! Trust somebody who doesn't believe in astrology. What is there not to believe? Certain day at a certain time. And I've never met somebody who doesn't fit their sign. Like I've met people off of the bat and I'm like, yo, you're a Gemini. Or I've met people and I'm like, oh, you're definitely a Taurus. Yeah. Question I got, what was the hardest thing about moving to New York? I want to say like the hardest thing about moving to New York I'm from. So like the suburbs, countryside, like you can't walk everywhere. Not like the nearest thing to me, a 7-Eleven, and that's a 20-minute drive. Like I'm from like the country. Thank God I moved to the city and I already knew some people, but I cannot imagine moving to New York and not knowing anyone. Like people who start off fresh and like trying to make friends, I salute you because it can be the hardest thing. I made a bucket list of like things that I wanted to get, things that I wanted to do this summer. And the first thing that I put on my bucket list was to get a celebrity's number. I'm joking. I actually don't know if I can. Say an artist, let's call this, we're gonna call this rapper Green. So I am at work and obviously a lot of celebrities come into my job. 5 o'clock comes and that's my time to clock out. So I'm leaving out and Green, why do I keep holding this? And Green is, and I'm leaving with my coworkers and the rapper like waves at us. And we're like, oh my God, like they're so nice. Like Green is so sweet. He's waving at us. And then he stares at us again and we're all like, wait, like what's going on? And so he waves at me and he drives his big ass car and is driving in the street. He stops the car in the middle of the street. Mind you, this rapper, like they're a big celebrity couple. Fans. I was like, and I was just like, I don't know if I can get my number. It goes all over the place, but that's literally my life. Anyways,